Do you all remember the classic WoW launch in 2019? It was a massive hit. We don't have official numbers, but what we did have were servers so full they needed their own queue to get into queue. Twitch viewership broke records, marriages collapsed.
Wife aggro? All right, oh, we gotta kick this dude. We need somebody else.
And children became self-raising.
Gaylord man says, just call the bull over and keep playing.
It was by all metrics a resounding success. But eventually, the hype died down. Now, it's important to realize WoW has never been an entertaining game to watch for outsiders. Hell, most WoW players don't like watching WoW unless they are just trying to learn how to play. Maybe it's the confusing HUD, or maybe it's because there might be a lot going on up here. But from the perspective of most, the UI resembles a stock trading terminal designed by a fantasy author on Adderall. There's damage numbers, quest logs, cooldown trackers, and somewhere, possibly behind the health bar, is a video game. But something was about to change everything. A small community of gamers started attempting hardcore runs. The rules were clear. Death equals delete. No exceptions. If you've never played an MMO, it's hard to comprehend how insane this idea was. Deaths happen all the time in MMOs, and it can take weeks, if not months, for most people to level a character and obtain all the gear they need for late game content. And even worse, unlike a single player game where when you restart the world restarts with you. In hardcore WoW, all your friends and everyone in the server continue to move forward in time while you return to the beginning. Disconnect traveling to a city. Delete. Start a quest and forget that it flags you for PvP, and a no-life rogue is sitting stealth waiting for hours for someone to grief.
Oh, I'm flagged!
I wouldn't hang around too long if you value your life.
Does this guy just sit here all day waiting for this?
Delete.
Use a health pot. Oh my gosh, that's my health pot. I can't. Oh my gosh, no, 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 no. I'm dead! I'm actually...
Delete. And oh yeah, there's fall damage.
Playing it because of this. Okay, like... Oh!
The hardcore rule set fundamentally transformed almost every aspect of the game. You stop thinking, what's the fastest way to level, and start thinking, what's the safest? Every pull, every cave, every stun effect matters. Guilds were not just for clearing large dungeons to get better loot, but to help each other stay alive. The hardcore rule set caught on fast, and people loved it, which is exactly how you know it wasn't Blizzard's idea. The game mode was entirely driven by a community and enforced by a community-made add-on. The add-on enforced a strict rule set: no invulnerability items, no auction house, no trading with other players, and of course, death equals delete.
Health warning.
What the fuck, Cedar?
Entire guilds were doing in-game raids made up completely of hardcore players. This had never been done before.
Come on, come on.
Let's go! Let's fucking go! Yo!
But everyone wondered, what would the experience be like if everyone in the server played by the same rules? Blizzard all but informed the community it was coming. In late 21, the Soul of Iron achievement was introduced during the WoW Classic Season of Mastery. Players could attempt hardcore runs officially, although still on normal servers, where the vast majority of the players were doing normal runs. And if you died, you could just continue playing, but you'd lose the Soul of Iron buff. In May of 23, during a Hardcore All-Stars broadcast, Blizzard's WoW Classic team made a surprise announcement.
Our team is incredibly excited to let everyone know that we will be adding official One Life Hardcore realms to WoW Classic era later this summer. I know, shocking. No one saw it coming.
Many guilds attempted Hardcore Classic WoW, but no guild was more popular than OnlyFangs. Their leader, Sodapoppin, aka
Kamala Poppin,
aka
Soy popping,
aka
Pussy Poppin', the one that Tyler calls it.
Later, he became known as Forgot to Fear Poppin.
Forgot to Fear Poppin'.
popping.
Oh, okay.
which won't make sense yet, but it will. It involves a duel, a walking bicep, and the most humiliating brain lapse in hardcore history. With Sodapoppin at the helm, many large streamers joined the guilds such as XQC, Pokimane, Co-Carnage, Tyler1, Tim the Tapman, Shroud, and Summit, Emaru, Annie Fuchsia, Mizkif, Sequisha, Vebe, as well as large WoW streamers such as Xaru, Sfand, Fandy, Ompi, and many more. And oh yeah, there's drama, but before we get too deep into the OnlyFangs lore, I think we need to take a minute to explain the basic premise of WoW for those who haven't played. All MMOs are essentially an elaborate digital hamster wheel with swords. You start by creating your character. Maybe you're a human paladin or a night elf hunter or an orc warrior. And yes, that's a literal 10-foot tall bipedal cow wielding a battle axe. After that, it's time to level up, kill boars, deliver letters, escort an NPC with the stamina of a toddler on a sugar crash. But then you learn how to play your class. Your actual goal is to be a part of a team where everyone has a job. Some are meant to take hits, others deal damage, and some are there just to keep everyone from dying horribly. You grind your way to the level cap, slowly becoming more powerful. Eventually, you unlock the real meat of the game, dungeons and raids, assuming everyone remembered to bring potions, show up on time, and not jump in the fire.
What if I fall into the lava? What if I die? I didn't levitate. I gotta go.
But why go into these raids? For the loot, of course. Bosses have chances to drop rare gear, epic weapons, items with the names like Deathbringer or Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker. It's all about making your character slightly better, so you can kill slightly harder things slightly faster. But then a new dungeon comes out. Suddenly your god tier armor is vendor trash. Back to square one. 20 years later, WoW is still drawing in crowds. Not because it's new, but because it's timeless. However, the game's been solved, min-maxed, and dissected to death, so OnlyFangs did something interesting. Instead of stacking the guild with veterans, they did the opposite. They invited people who had never even touched WoW, let alone played the hardcore version.
Oh, wait, I have to use WASD as a move?
Yes.
It's not click and move? Oh, okay.
Oh my god. Stop running from it. There's no need to run away. You've almost killed it. Its health bar is in the top left. Turn around and face it. Turn around and face it. Fucking face it. Holy shit. There you go.
It's dead? Oh my god.
Okay.
I don't know. This is for me. Okay.
Good job. You have killed a level 2 boar. And then finish it off with melee. Good job.
With what?
Melee. So you have melee and you have range.
Melee is close.
Melee is close, range is far. So much you need to learn or do. You are fighting the craziest, most uphill battle I've ever seen.
And if you're wondering if Extra Emily made it to level 60,
Oh, I thought I had a horse for a second. Nothing a few jumps can't fix.
she did not.
Where am I?
She made it to level 8, but that was kind of the beauty of it.
Where am I?
Hardcore WoW was digital natural selection. Sure, her chat could donate gold and bark commands, but if you aren't a real gamer, if you don't instinctively strafe jump out of danger like it's 2007, you're just prey with a webcam.
I'm dead forever?
And in record time, everything went to absolute hell. The first major drama involved XQC. In order to understand the situation, you have to realize that in hardcore WoW, it's much safer to endlessly kill mobs out in the open world rather than attempt risky quests. So a common strategy is to sit at a spot where the conditions are perfect for farming mobs, join someone's group, and everyone benefits from the XP farming. So XQC wanted to farm this popular spot. But someone was already there, and it wasn't just anyone. It was a fellow guild member, Dowski, a small streamer. And when Dowski wouldn't hand the spot over to XQC, Felix raged and quit the guild.
This guy thinks because he has more viewers that it's his murlocs. Bro, I'm not here for clout. I've been killing murlocs for 2 hours. XQC showed up on my swamp.
This was a major test for the guild's leadership. While OnlyFangs was built for content, views, and clout, Would they let a big streamer turn the guild into his personal circus?
I love that everyone's streaming. It's not he said, she said. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna go to the VOD. And I watch the whole situation. Felix is under the impression that Dowski was stealing his mobs and griefing him. And he was spamming me in caps lock. Here's what really happened. Dowski was farming Murlocs for 2 hours. Felix put together an entourage of people to get mob tagged. That's awesome. Great. Awesome XP, I'm sure. Shows up to the Murloc area, where Dowski already was, and asks him to nicely leave. Dowski does not leave. Felix viewers, or XQC viewers, go in and harass him. Felix is not nice about it either. Dowski then gets really fucking petty and starts saying, "Gift me subs and I'll leave." He's being ironic, probably half ironic, and that was it. And then Felix G-quit. And so I break it down to this. Dowski is not a new player. He's leveled like 3 mages so far, surprisingly died 3 times, but he is fully aware how awful those layers are.
Layers are basically copies of the world to reduce server lag. And you'd think you'd want to see everyone at all times on your server, but then you get cities that look like this. Blizzard solved this by dividing up what you see into layers, but players take advantage of this and game the system to farm the same mobs as someone else, just on a different layer.
In Felix's mind, he's thinking, well, he's just one guy. He can just layer. He'll be fine. I have a whole entourage. It's more difficult for me. It's not that simple. In order to get the layers, so you go to these Murloc camps, right? And anyone who's ever been to those Murlocs knows how it goes. Every layer has someone that has claimed it. In order to claim that layer, you have to out mob tag the other person there and basically alpha the fuck up and out tag them. And eventually they give up and they leave. Dowski claimed that layer, got the layer, and him leaving resets all that prog. Now he's got to go alpha someone else. Why does he have to do that? Because Felix asked him nicely. He does not. So, and I guess Felix just had some ego entitlement moment. I don't know. And out of sheer rage, he decided to G-quit. That's fine. You go for it. You quit. Go make your own guild. If you want to rejoin, you come to me, and we'll talk about what you're going to have to do to get back in.
The punishment? An ego trim.
What's going to happen, Dowski, is XQC, assuming he shows up in 20 minutes, is going to RP walk through Stormwind. I do not know how far he's going to walk. I want to get a feel of how many people show up. And everyone's going to type whatever they want. Obviously, Don't get banned. And when he gets to you, he will have to type an apology. You will either approve of his apology or decline it. It is up to you.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
There will be a moment where Felix will be torn. Do I make a funny, or do I just apologize because I want back in the guild? Are you ready?
I'm ready, leader.
Okay. Your walk of shame begins now.
Shame.
It's just me. Perfect. Felix, you may now type out your apology. So there are a ton of people here, and you cannot see any of them. And you know what? That is fine.
Remember our conversation earlier about layers? Well, here they are in action.
You may now type out your apology in order to regain your honor and regain an invite to OnlyFangs.
Oh my god. Dowski, my lord, my precious. I have failed you and all of the guild with my abhorrent behavior. I disrespected your authority amongst the swamps and have tried to rob you from your rightful Murlocs. This display of ego has no place in such environments. And for this I am sorry. Please, take my apology, King of Swamps, Revered Mage of Fangsley.
Dowski was actually disconnected at the time, but he later approved of the apology. And if you remember, this was the first iteration of OnlyFangs. They made a lot of mistakes, but being creative with punishments would become a staple. And I think Soda is a great guild leader. He was nuanced, balanced, and fair.
But I told Dowski, you handled the aftermath poorly. So Dowski also got a talk from me. But if I had to pick the person who was in the wrong, it'd probably be Felix, overall. Both were wrong in their own way, but Felix was definitely the initiator. I don't know. If you're in the guild, you are equal with everyone. It's just insane. And I don't want to do it goes both ways, because if you're a big streamer, everyone wants to tear you down. And of course, people want to leech off of you. Those are both two very true things. If you're a small streamer, people can dogpile you. So that's why, you know, go to the VOD, and I'm just gonna look at the fucking situation myself.
He's an ideal blend of content and a reluctant father figure to internet man babies. And his rage lands with all the menace of a chihuahua. It's endearing.
Do you understand the difference between a stupid and a good player? It's massive, and you don't know who the this person is. And you go in here and you do this stupid pool in this dumb, extremely risky quest, dependent on some random The guy's name is Game Is Butt. What do you think's gonna happen? Everyone's warning you about this quest, and you still do it. I tell you to calm down. You're going crazy. Like, I'm being spammed. Dude, Miz is almost dying. And I'm like, okay, Hoppers, I check in. You really are almost dying. And then guess what? She's actually dead. Do you feel how demoralizing it is? Do you regret what the happened? Because you cannot rewind time. She's fucking dead. And now you have to level a warrior by yourself. You probably can't even do it, because you've had her the whole time healing you. Now you gotta actually play the game. And she has to start over because you decided to do something stupid.
Maybe I'm better off on my fucking own, all right? You know what? I don't need this. Maybe I'm better off on my own, Chance.
Watch how his gamer rage stuns these girls into politely ignoring him and doing whatever they want.
Damn drunk. I'm busy! I'm playing games with people! Nick!
Come with us!
Yeah!
You need a chance you're a DD?
What's a
yes,
DD?
He is driving us.
Just Uber! Just fucking Uber there!
In their much more popular second iteration of the guild, this time playing as Horde, Soda wasn't going to allow people into the guild who weren't going to take it seriously, no matter how big they were. But in OnlyFangs 1, unsurprisingly, a lot of people treated the guild like a joke.
We do run a tight ship. We have a lot of streamers. No one here is fucking special. I'm about to G-kick XQC in a heart minute here.
Whoa.
He doesn't. Yeah, I'm gonna kick him the fuck out. Oh,
Okay.
grats, $100 million. I don't give a flying fuck. Shroud, I just got them giving him shit 'cause he's playing Apex when he's not gonna meet our 45 quota by this Friday. So,
True.
I don't care who you are. It doesn't matter. Everyone here is special. So no one is special. That's how it works. You cannot treat this guild like a joke. Miz, show her the ropes. So good luck, you two. Have fun. Pokey, my NA.
Come on.
Our queen ×2 4 days ago. Goodbye.
What the fuck, Chance? That is a little ridiculous.
Starforged PC. Goodbye. I don't know who that is. You're level 1. Get out. I don't know who this is. Goodbye. Goodbye. If you're below level 20 and you haven't been online in like 5 days,
You're not taking it
I don't know
seriously.
what the fuck you're doing.
Exactly.
I don't even know how you don't hit level 10 in one
That's
session.
my guild master. You're not taking
I
it
guess
seriously.
There are some noobs, but like, really?
And it can be frustrating to watch a streamer play an MMO. People walking up to them all day, opening a trade window, and handing them gold.
300,000 gold, Oct Gold, traded me holy fucking shit. This is just great, guys. Let's keep it going.
Without restrictions, there's no drama, and without drama, it's not that entertaining. Sodapoppin had to rein in streamer privilege, so to actually have a respectable hardcore guild, he implemented a few rules. They established a self-found guild, meaning there was no outside trading or buying of items, so no auction house. They even used an add-on to enforce a rule set. They even held IRL meetings.
Welcome, everyone, to our first real-life OnlyFangs Guild meeting 2025.
I'm not being real. I killed like 20 of you guys.
Yeah. You all suck. So like, I got a girlfriend, so I didn't need her.
What was our team chant again? It was like 1, 2, 3.
Oh, fuck Grayson on 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
The journey was hard for many.
Let's do this. Frick! I'm so mad that I screwed up my keyboard. Frick! It's actually bad. It's actually bad. Please no. Please God.
He's wondering.
No! Oh, 7.
Watching Esfan die for the 7th time. Okay. So he's fine if he just keeps running. He's gonna go in here? Oh man, no. There's no way.
So dead, bro. God
damn it. Oh no, the Windows sound.
But there were victories as well.
Come on. Oh! There it is, baby! The big man in black does it again! Ah! She went above and beyond. If I beat you to 60, you're trash. I don't give a flying F. And if you've ever died more than once, you've been playing for 20 years, you're garbage. You make OnlyFangs look bad. And I feel bad for Sodapoppin who have to deal with your scrub asses. You make him look bad too, which is true because he's Kamala Poppins. I am the greatest alive! All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that.
And we won't be able to cover all of the drama that went down, but arguably one of the first big scandals was the Sequisha auction house situation.
Oh, Sequisha. I love this guy. I hope this isn't true.
This right here is Sequisha's mailbox, and filled to the brim is evidence of selling items on the auction house.
Does he just not know the rules? Oh, insta-close. Oh no, his eyes. I feel like, oh no. I'm looking at his eyes and shit. Oh no.
Somebody needs strangle kelp too.
You ain't changing the subject. So win on a 15-minute IRL break. No WoW on screen. Hold on. So this is when they come back, I guess. Oh, I saw the bags open. Let's see. The mail is gone, I think. 18 gold. Sequisha.
I can explain Soda.
Cut right to it.
I was using it for bag space, and when I posted it, it was like for a price that no one would fucking buy the shit for. So I had a bunch of shit like getting spit back at it, you know, kind of like.
Okay.
I would do that like in New World. That's essentially what it was.
I understand. However, the bag space challenge in itself is part of the challenge, and I'm put in this weird position, Sequisha. You're the first person to be suspected of cheating, and you damn well know people are going to want blood. Your fate will be determined by the server to an extent. You must stand in the Gurabashi arena, let's say for 10 minutes, without being in a group. And if no one comes in and kills you, you may walk out and continue your journey.
Oh boy.
Some people thought Soda's punishment went too far, but plenty more people wanted Sequisha's head. He didn't just disable the hardcore add-on, he cast doubt on every accomplishment the guild had earned. The Gurabashi Arena is effectively the only true PvP zone in hardcore WoW. Anyone in the server who enters can die, and that's exactly what happened. The average level on the server was probably well below 30, so few people were able to outclass Sequisha at level 37. It was getting towards the end of the 10-minute timer. Sequisha was about to get off scot-free when Zeroji, the server's first level 60 character, decided enough was enough.
This was my main
Multi-shot? Oh, I mean, it's just not, I mean, it's a level 60. Oh man, Zeroshi's just killing everyone. He kills at 29. He kills at 37.
Yeah, man, bloodshed.
Zeroshi's having, look at that smile. My man Zeroshi got world first level 60 on hardcore. He put in the time, the energy, and the effort. He's 60 before anyone else. And he goes in and he's just popping people off like flies. It's impossible to have more fun in a video game than no-lifing for a week and then being better than everyone else and just killing everyone instantly.
And for the most part, things were going as planned, and after about a month of grinding, the guild was preparing for their first clear of Molten Core, the first 40-man raid. But the unthinkable happened. Soda was level 60 doing a dungeon with 4 other guild members, and they had a close call dealing with a boss mechanic.
Just stand
come
here.
over here.
Just stand here. That's it.
So this is Vey, she's the healer for the group, and she's standing within line of sight of the boss. If she can't heal Soda, the tank, he will die.
Okay, I can't heal you. I can't heal you.
Let's watch that again. Vey is getting kicked by the boss, silencing her for 4 seconds. When she's silenced, she can't heal. Look at Soda's health. He backs away and uses a health potion. He can't use another health potion for 2 minutes. Like I said earlier, in WoW there's a lot going on up here, even though it can appear like an incoherent mess to a regular gamer. Let's watch it in real time.
How do the cannons work?
Watch out. Hey, everyone come back here.
What do I do? What do I do?
Come, just stand
Everyone
come
here.
over here.
Just stand
here. That's it.
Okay,
just
I
grab the
can't.
cannonball
I cannot. I can't heal you. I can't heal you. I cannot heal you. I'm
I
kicked.
health potted. Health potted.
Like I'm kicked. This guy's kicking me. I'm kicked again.
All right, you need to stay away from him. Opposite side. Opposite side. So let's pull away
Oh,
from
thanks for
Vey.
explaining my fucking fight, boys.
Yes, yeah, we needed to. Sorry, that was not done well. That was on us.
They kill the boss, they get the loot, and have a quick post-fight debrief.
So yeah, I would pull here. I would drag it over here. Everyone would go on the opposite side, so they're at a kick range, and then one person would do the cannons. But we all lived, so life is good.
Did not know he had a kick. Actually, did
Me
not know
neither.
that.
It's my first time doing this dungeon.
Bro, you almost died. You were at like 500 HP.
I had buttons to press still. I health potted and then I could have shield walled, but Wake taunted.
Me and Vey are noobs.
Yeah.
No, you guys were fine. We got it. We were good. Don't get spooked because that was unprecedentedly fucky.
They make small talk about another game, Black Desert Online, and they find themselves in another precarious situation.
Every time BDO gets brought up, all I hear about is how people dox and like
monks here,
are
monks here.
toxic.
Pull him back.
Pull a 5.
Battle mage.
Kill the battle mage. I'm dead.
Oh my god, you died to a Nova, I think. Oh my god.
What just happened? Slow out. I have a masterwork dummy. Slow out.
Wait, are you serious?
Go out. Everyone out.
Did you die to the Nova?
Slow out.
What?
What the fuck?
Keep going. Just watch for Vey.
Wait, did I kill you?
Should I? I'm pressing fade. I'm scared.
And just like that, Soda was dead in World of Warcraft.
I'm gonna make a new warrior and get back to work. That's that simple. That's how that goes.
Do you want to cancel dinner tonight then?
Yeah,
No,
we might need to
it's-
cancel dinner tonight.
What about New Year's then?
New Year's is fine. We can celebrate New Year's. But I'm going to have to get to work here. Guys, I'm fine. The reality is, though, a lot of my hours just went down the drain in my next month of life. I have to get to work. No one's fault but my own. I didn't think that could happen. I have learned the hard way. I'm making a new character, though.
Wait, Soda just died?
Wait,
What? What? The Sodapoppin just died? He died?
Did you die to the Nova?
Slow out.
What?
How can this guy? He can't take!
Wait, did I kill you?
He can't take, bro!
Should I? I'm pressing
He
fade.
can't take! He died! With Wake! I told you! These guys are ass!
Okay.
Come on it down! Hey, delay the raid, pussy! Hey, you better delay the raid again, pussy poppin'! Hey, we're not raided till May, boys! We're not raided till May! This guy can't play WoW! This guy, it's literally what he's known for! I think he's gonna cry! He's gonna cry! Oh my god, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen in my life! Oh! Look at him, he's like, oh, yeah! Reality's in check, little pup! Reality check!
And you told me not to shield you because of rage, so I didn't even pre-shield.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he got hit by.
There's no way. Well, guys, we are in trouble as a guild right now. We're gonna be waiting on Soda. We can't raid without Soda, brother.
Feeling secondhand cringe from how he must feel right now. Like, ooh. I would stop my stream. I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't. So props to him for keeping on going for that shit. That I'm ended stream. You guys wouldn't see me for a month, by the way.
You may be confused as to why Tyler 1 was excited and almost happy that Soda had died, because they're in the same guild. And most of it is just Tyler 1's over-the-top, ultra-competitive trash-talking style. Tyler 1, like all streamers, are not used to being a side character. Tyler would frequently clash and make jokes at Soda's expense.
All drama and complaints and suggestions go to the new GM.
Soda would make an announcement the next day.
All recruitment goes to the new GM. All punishments are done through the new GM. every responsibility that is involved in being GM is going to GM. Until I once again reach level 60.
But who would take Soda's place?
I could poll it, but I know everyone wants it to be Tyler. So I am doing nothing anymore. I am done with all of it until I'm 60. He's Guildmaster. All right. That's done.
Tyler hit the ground running, announcing all sorts of changes. Most importantly, to prioritize his Lionheart helm. And he even came up with a new mission statement.
There's gonna be some changes around this pussy-ass guild with these soft-ass losers. So, number one, give me my helm. Mail me all resources. Mail me the bars. Mail me the helmet in general. Give me the item. If you are caught using on stream, anybody else's stream, trading bars, using bars for anything other than giving my helmet starting now, you must do 150 push-ups, halting all Lionheart helm resource transactions. Okay, I'm having a brain fart. How do you spell transaction? Transaction? Like that? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm a guild leader. So, next thing. Number two, I will play favorites. I will play favorites. Straight up, I'm playing favorites. Hot forms. You need anything, brother? You're number one. You're number one. I will play favorites. Everybody in the world is not created equal in life. We will make that in the guild as well. It's not created equal. If you've benefited me in some way, you've helped me, you've been in a dungeon, you've given me a tip, you gave me a trick, blah, 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 you'll be rewarded. Anything you need.
But in all seriousness, his overall message was that he wanted the guild to harden up and start taking things more seriously. Soda stood by, popcorn in hand, watching it all go down.
He can say these rules, that's fine. But will he enforce them?
Somebody remind me what I just said.
Is he losing his train of
One
thought?
day off,
I've been
okay,
there.
yeah.
This is why I use a notepad and I write things down before I try and talk to people. Because it is really easy to lose your train of thought.
I think this dip Sodapoppin, by the way, I think he literally had 50 billion things planned. He crashed out so hard. Everybody was like messaging him like for his plans. He's literally responding to them, not doing it. Message Tyler 1. He actually is, by the way. Like he's literally not doing anything. Like he's literally invites, add-ons, meetings, events he had planned. I've never been spammed so much on everything in my life.
Tyler was realizing that being a guild leader is not a dictatorship, and he was starting to regret being in charge.
People are dying. Every time somebody dies, what does that mean? The raid gets pushed back further and further. So then I'm like doing a recount in my head. Okay, we want newbies for the raid. They're never going to hit 60. Brother, we're like a month and a half in. They still haven't even dinged 60 once. They still have to dungeon. They still have to get gear in dungeon. They're going to die during that. They're not me. Stop dying, you idiots! Imagine, statistically speaking, if all the 60s are dungeoning, more people are going to mess up, more people are going to die. That's going to delay the raid even longer. Then they have to get, then when the noobs get level 60, they do the dungeons, they're going to die. It's going to delay it even longer, even longer, even longer, even longer. There's a bit of a conundrum. Actually, there's a bit of a problem. Bro. I just want to play the game! It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I can make OnlyFangs great again. Give me your phone. Look at what tactics just messaged Kayla. Look at the length of this message. Just forward it to me on Discord. He was actually working on a shit ton of stuff and he just passed it on to me. When do I get to play the game then, bro? When do I get to play the game then, bro?
I think Soda proved his point. He would begin to start working with Tyler more. And in my humble opinion, Tyler 1 as Warchief and Soda as Chief Strategist was actually, unironically, perfect. Soda is much more diplomatic, yet principled. Tyler 1 is very direct, intense, and he rallied the guild and motivated people to push harder. I found this gym. It's a guild meeting before OnlyFangs 1, where Soda is sort of playing up the tension between himself and another member.
You have been trying to start a mutiny. I want to establish dominance and authority that no one can run this guild the way I do. I almost want to give you power for a day just to see you fucking ruin everything. Because I know you can't do it. And I know whoever you think can do it also can't do it. But I'm not going to do that because I don't want to actually fuck things up.
Tyler was borderline almost fucking things up. Tyler would keep Soda on the sidelines for now, but it wouldn't take long before he realized Soda was a valuable asset. Next, Tyler enters a high-stakes negotiation situation with another guild. OnlyFangs found the plans to make the Lionheart helm. Plans are like blueprints. Blacksmiths need them to make items in the game. And the Lionheart helm happens to be the absolute best armored helmet in the game. So the guild could make tons of money charging a fee to craft the helmet for everyone in the entire server until another guild found the plans for themselves.
You should want to negotiate with this guild. I recommend bringing a suit and a tie. I mean, if you want to show that you care, I think they're going to get dressed up for it and everything too. So I recommend negotiating and coming to terms with how we're going to handle the Lionheart helm pattern.
I think I saw a YouTube short of their guild leader. He sounds like a dipshit. He tryhards.
I mean, listen, yeah, I'm not going to I don't know these people, Tyler. I don't know them.
He was doing something. He was like, watch your threat. Watch your threat. I've never in my 20 years of playing ever seen anybody pull a threat like that. You pull it again, you're G-kicked. Actually, you might be G-kicked anyway. And they kept raiding. Nobody spoke up.
Tyler would enlist the help of an actual lawyer in the guild. And Yamato?
First, we're going to try and buy the recipe in general. I'm going to assume it's a no.
That's right. Okay.
But we're going to try. You writing this down, by the way? Why aren't you writing this down?
All right, let's do this.
Okay, so anything less than 10,000 gold, I think we buy it off. It's a pretty rare drop.
Anything less than 10,000.
The second option was for each guild to craft the helmet at a fixed price.
They shouldn't want the price to go down unless they hate us. I've shit-talked their leader several times. I will say this. Yamato here, my advisor. Yamato, say hello.
It's me.
He is a loose cannon. He speaks with his mouth, not his brain. Just saying.
Okay,
listen here, I'm just here for intimidation, okay?
Bob, so we're going to negotiate price fixing.
Yes. How should we start the call, bro? Like, hey, what's up, guys? For sure. Like, yo, what's up, dipshits? Talk here.
No. Being adversarial is never good. You know, in negotiations, you know, you want to be friendly. Both sides should gain and lose. We should both walk away happy out of these negotiations.
Tyler put on the closest thing he had to a suit, and the meeting began.
Hello, gentlemen. Good to meet you. My name's Tonk, leader of OnlyFangs.
Tyler's lawyer got the conversation going.
Clearly, you know, you guys have reached out for a particular purpose. We're trying to get an understanding of what you guys are looking for. You know, on our end, we're hoping that you guys are willing to sell the recipe to us.
Okay. So we have a product and you're looking to buy it. What is your offer?
We can give you guys 4,000 gold for it.
Is that your best offer?
I mean, I think that's a great starting point.
Tyler was about to be thrown a curveball.
Now let's get into what your crafter Noth had actually given us on the numbers that he's making in the sale of this actual pattern.
Oh, wait a minute.
So Noth had told us.
He gave you those?
Yeah.
So we have some numbers and some statistics here. So if you're giving us an offer of 4,000 gold, that's downright disrespectful for our guild here. So what we have been told by Noth is that you are profiting 250 gold per craft, and you're getting upwards of 10 crafts per day. That's 2,500 gold per day.
Soda was on the sidelines, and he was loving every minute of it.
Well, again, we're going to have to confirm with
Noth.
Oh, you should have prepared, Tyler!
Legal. If I can interject here, please.
House.
Actually, legal. He told us that it was 10 per day that's traded with mats, and then he also sells 1 to 3 with his own mats at 600 a pop. So we're looking at roughly 4,300 per day. So that's the real number.
Tyler would pause the meeting so they could discuss their next strategy. Yamato was waiting on the sidelines, ready to unleash.
Unleash me.
Yamato, no. Hold it in a little bit,
I will
bro.
reality check them, Tyler. I will reality check them.
Yes, but you just have to wait a second, bro. Bro, we got by Noth. Why didn't he tell us this? That they have the stats. Oh my god.
Tyler 1 then hatched a bold plan involving top secret fruit-themed code words with the goal to get the opposing guild back at the negotiating table.
So, we're going to join the call. I'm going to say banana. Yamato's going to go for a little banana. Just a second, Yamato. Okay. Like couple statements, then done. You stop talking when I say apple. Do you hear me?
Okay.
Then we move the negotiations back onto getting 600 gold. Everybody just crafts it at 600 gold. Then that's it. There's no reason for them to say no.
Right.
Tyler would begin negotiations by building rapport and respect.
Your leader, Kid G, kicked somebody for pulling threat. You guys can't even hold threat correctly in the most impressive rate of I'm just saying.
You are incorrect. Please get your facts straight.
No personal attacks.
Sorry.
Let's keep this civil.
Banana.
Let me talk now, okay? First of all, someone has to get you guys back to reality. Do you guys even know who you're talking to right now? Any guesses?
Who are we talking to?
I'm OnlyFangs. Without our guild, your silly little game would barely have 5 active players, okay? Second of all, you guys' credentials.
That's not true.
Bro, you guys are paying the floors of Black Rock Mountain every
credentials,
day.
please, yeah?
Okay, we're opening up a can of worms here.
We are giving you an ultimatum.
Respectfully, Tyler, I would rather drive the price to 0 and give the whole server free crafting fees if this is how you want to
drive it to 0, then you pussy ass guild. If this is what we're gonna do with these goddamn negotiations, you don't want to work with us, then you. I blew it, bro.
He blew it. Negotiations are over.
I blew it. Dude, they're stupid, aren't they?
Like they are, but not. Like they're definitely trying to. They definitely don't want to nuke the price. They need the gold. Like you can tell in their voice, they need the gold.
In the end, the Lionheart helm situation wasn't that big of a deal. Tyler 1 had just finished a round of guild purges.
That's actually really bad.
Sequisha got caught cheating again.
Tori, I'm right-clicking it, and I don't really give a fuck what anyone says about anything. I'm right-clicking that shit.
This time learning how to craft an item the guild had explicitly banned. But it's actually a bit more nuanced than that. Sequisha was given the chance to unlearn alchemy, effectively unlearning the banned recipe.
If you want to come back, you're unlearning that.
I'm not unlearning that.
And I'll see you in the Unfangs. You better pray Sodapoppin comes. Peace, bro.
I'm not going to be
All
in
right,
Fangsley. See you,
All right,
buddy.
let's do Ubers, bro.
He told him he could unlearn alchemy. And what did he say? He refused to delete alchemy. Okay, then good riddance. Like that's what I would have done. I would have said you have to unlearn alchemy.
Then Tyler booted yet another member for dropping an incel tier comment towards Annie Fuchsia.
Love, you can't be, dude. Oh my god, I think he's gonna have to get G kicked as well.
But the biggest drama by far was the infamous Pirate Software incident. What you're looking at is the POV from Pirate Software's Dire Maul run, a 5-man dungeon. In this clip, we see Yamato in the bottom left as well as his chat. A patrolling boss with his goons walks up and is pulled into the fight. This is not ideal. Possibly they could have stayed and fought, but sometimes it's safer just to run. It is hardcore after all. We're going to watch this through and then I'll break down some of the subtle details that are easy to miss if you haven't played WoW or haven't played a mage.
Just come back a little bit.
What's on me? Sitting bear form.
Snuppy, just run.
I can help a lot. Yep.
Pirate, why are you walking, bro?
What are you talking about? Why am I walking?
This
Look at
is
my mana.
savageable. Come
Innervate
on,
you?
man.
Just kill the mastiffs.
Innervate.
Innervate the healer. Kill the mastiffs. We got this. In the sense of
war something.
Do you see my mana? What am I supposed to do for you?
Just kill the mastiffs. One shot. Okay, we
more on the way.
Now. The mastiffs can be ice novas.
Dead.
Now we're gonna wait.
Nusara?
No.
Oh. Okay, get out.
Run.
Evocation's on cooldown, man.
I can taunt last.
How much mana is Ice
well?
Nova? There's no that much mana.
You have a boss in you. You called run.
Getting slowed.
Fuck. Wait.
Anything for me?
Snuppy. Oh,
I don't think. I cannot stun him. Also,
no, just run out.
We can't actually see what's going on from Pirate's POV, but 2 of the 5 players just died. And you're probably thinking to yourself, this Pirate Software clip became one of the most viral and widely viewed moments in WoW history, and certainly the largest drama event for World of Warcraft of all time? Really? And again, nobody would have dug up any of these clips had he just said, oops. I can't stress this enough. The entire situation had nothing to do with his performance in the WoW dungeon. Pirate chose every wrong dialogue option over and over again. Before diving into Pirate's response, let's take a closer look at what actually happened. First, it's important to realize Pirate was playing a mage. And while I could never be considered a WoW sweat, having only played the game once in 2019, when I did play, I was a mage. This is me doing a 1 pull in a dungeon where you pull every single mob in the entire dungeon and kill it in one go. Now, I'm not saying that you can do a 1 pull of Dire Maul North, because you can't, but I'm just trying to impress upon you how good mages are at controlling large amounts of mobs. Mages have an area effect stun, Frost Nova, that only uses less than 1% of your mana. We have Cone of Cold, an area effect slow. We have Blizzard, also slows mobs, but does damage over time if you stand still and keep casting it. We have Frostbolt, a single target damage spell that also slows. And if that wasn't enough, we have Polymorph, which transforms a mob into a sheep for a period of time. But you're limited by mana, that's that blue stuff. However, the amazing thing about mages is that you don't have to cast your max rank version of the spell all the time. You can cast your rank 1 version, and the difference in mana use is a lot. One of the first mistakes Pirate makes is using a max rank Blizzard, costing half his mana right out of the gate. Oh, and if you're worried about his HP, don't be. This is just a UI trick so that no one watching can see what his health is. He never takes damage in this clip. That single spell costs over 1100 mana. A rank 1 Blizzard would cost 285. On top of that, he uses it on the boss, the only mob that is chasing them that can't be slowed or stunned. However, a single Frostbolt would have killed this Mastiff. Someone in the group even marked the boss with this purple diamond you see. You might be curious why use max rank at all. Well, it does a lot more damage, like a lot more damage, but the damage wasn't the goal. You only cast a Blizzard in this situation to slow mobs. In any case, Pirate cancels the channel and doesn't make use of the extra damage. So a rank 1 Blizzard would have done the same thing. I point this out because Pirate will later gaslight everyone in the party and claim it was their fault he couldn't help them because he was low on mana.
Do you see my mana? What am I supposed to do for you?
Just kill the Mastiffs. One shot. Okay, we
more on the way. More on the way.
Pirate could slow, kill, stun, poly, or even use his wand to attack the mobs that are not the boss. Instead, he blows more mana on a blink, a self-shield, which is a waste of mana because he's not going to take any damage in this situation. Even more puzzling, after he wastes mana on the blink and the shield, he turns around and just stands and watches. It's like holding a life raft and watching someone drown. And these little Mastiff dogs are a big deal. They have a snare which slows you down by 70%. Once you're slowed, they just keep attacking, slowing you over and over. This is why the team, despite wanting to run out, can't. They need help. If we look at the party in split screen, it becomes more obvious. Pirate's up here in the top right using his mana to blink away around the corner. The rest of the team is helping Ozzy kite. And you can see how these dogs are holding him up. He's slowed. He can't run. Pirate could stun them, Cone of Cold them, rank 1 Blizzard, Frostbolt them, or even polymorph one of them into a sheep. But he's too concerned lecturing the group about his mana.
I had 1,400 mana left. I had to spend all of that mana to try and put it on Blizzard to save you guys in the first place, and nothing left. You weren't paying attention to party resources, you overpulled, and you weren't paying attention to where the boss was. That's not on me.
But let's take a minute to examine a counterfactual, where at the beginning of this clip, Pirate has no mana, like 0. Even if that were the case, Pirate's still wrong. He had multiple items that would have instantly given him plenty of mana, enough to handle the entire situation multiple times over. You could even see him mouse over to this area, almost thinking about doing the right thing. The first being Robe of Archmage, as well as Mana Gem, and of course, Mana Potions. These are instant use, giving the user between 2,600 and 4,300 mana. Pirate would later lecture the group about not managing party resources, all while he was the one who didn't manage his own resources. And you can say that maybe he's just not experienced enough, but they basically told him exactly what to do in real time.
Kill the Mastiffs. Just kill the Mastiffs.
Innovate.
Innovate the healer. Kill the Mastiffs. We got this. Just kill the Mastiffs. One shot. Okay, the Mastiffs can be Ice Novas. I mean, the regular ogres can still be polyed. We just had the boss and like 5 Mastiffs and 2 ogres. We could have polyed 1 ogre, killed 1, and then walked it out.
Yes, literally, just even an Ice Nova would have been enough.
And at first I had a pretty milquetoast reaction to this whole situation. Like, who cares? In fact, I wrote a joke for this video where I say that I looked through all the evidence and in the end, I came to the conclusion that I just don't care. But the more I heard from Pirate, the more radicalized I got. I mean, I'm kidding, of course. I obviously think Pirate was in the wrong here. But from just a history standpoint, why did this get so out of control? I think a lot of it comes down to Pirate's gaslighting, condescending tone. We already saw the mana gaslight moment, but then he doubles down, telling the group that because someone said run, he was obligated to do nothing but run.
They called run, I ran, and I was out of mana. I don't know what the hell they were expecting, dude. That does not make any sense.
Except that's not true. The group was clearly asking for help with the Mastiffs the entire time.
Ran out, bro. You instantly ran. You didn't even look
As much
back.
as you're angry right now, of course I ran.
I'm not angry at all.
You overpulled 2 packs. You overpulled 2 packs and a boss. I had 1,400 mana left. I had to spend all of that mana to try and put it on Blizzard to save you guys in the first place, and nothing left. You weren't paying attention to party resources, you overpulled, and you weren't paying attention to where the boss was. That's not on me.
I saw the boss coming. I don't know if we could like move back faster, but yeah. I called the boss coming though, but at that point maybe it was too late to move back.
Like, you're telling me like a rank 1 mage would not like at least to try Frost Nova there? Like you're not even like in danger.
Oh, I'm 100% in
try
danger.
A Frost Nova. Like,
100%.
No, you're not.
No, 100% in danger. When your shot color says run, it's time to run, you run. That is how that works. You were the shot caller. You called for run. I ran.
I'm not a shot caller.
And I was out of mana.
Actually, I'm a noob, bro. I
You
think I
called
have
the
way
shot.
less experience than you have.
Oh dear God.
And I can still see that I can at least use a Frost Nova there. Or at
Okay,
least try
then
something.
go roll a mage
You
and
were
do
the
it.
first person that ran away and didn't even look back. Literally.
This is the
You didn't even
second
say
time.
anything.
This
you
is
could
the
have at
second.
least said like the boss.
You're just
were
gonna
there.
talk
You're just
over me?
yapping
Is that
about
what we're
juicy
doing now?
stuff.
All right, this is subtle, but notice how Pirate first talks over Yamato and then gaslights Yamato into thinking he's being bulldogged and then ends the call.
And didn't even look back. Literally.
This is the
You didn't even
second
say
time.
anything.
This
You
is
could
the
have at
second.
least said like the boss.
You're
were
just
there.
gonna talk
You're just
over me?
yapping
Is that
about
what we're
juicy
doing now?
stuff. Well, I'm
We're just gonna
giving you
talk
my
over me?
point.
Is that all? Is that all
I'm
we're
just
doing?
giving you my point.
Okay. You done giving your point? You good?
Yes. I'm done.
Okay. Cool. You go roll a mage then. See you around.
He does this again in another clip.
We all did mistakes, bro. Like I didn't say, we are just blaming you. It's about the zero accountability is what makes us so mad.
There's no zero accountability, dude. Everyone can do something better.
you-
But when you open up and
No,
you yell
you-
over another
no,
person
listen,
like you
can
were doing
I
earlier,
speak?
Nah, I'm good.
You
See ya. I'm not doing that shit again with him. Nah, he did it the first time. I'm not doing it a second one. Not interested.
And look, some additional context here is important. In WoW, everyone makes mistakes constantly. When a group pulls a boss or gets jumped by patrol, it's rarely one person's fault. Everyone shares some responsibility. But even then, you don't just abandon your party because of a mistake. And here's where it gets ironic. Pirate does the exact same thing all the time. Earlier that week, he backs up into a pack and pulls a mob into the group. Everyone has to run.
bad timing.
As well,
Everything is
He's coming. He's coming.
In another clip, he pulls and blames someone else, but gets saved by the team anyway. And that's fine. That's actually what makes WoW fun. The chaos, the improvising, the teamwork.
We got a spellbinder back here?
Yeah.
I'm coming.
No, we got 3. He pulled 3 things back here.
Yeah. I got them. I got them all.
And just look at how effective Frost Nova is. It's an AoE 8-second stun. I just think it's a bit sus that he Frost Novas when he's in danger, but not when his team was. And I'm not an Ashes of Creation expert, but the community brought up a clip where he threatened to G-kick whoever wiped the raid.
So one of you pulled the ocular. Why? Now half the raid is dead. Was there a reason for that? Oh, I swear to God, I'm gonna go back in the video and find out who pulled that damn thing, kick him out of the raid. That is insane shit. You have to be better than that. One of you attacked an Oculus and just wiped the whole party. For no reason. And we just lost all of those materials because you're not paying attention. This is basic shit. We are not pulling those Oculuses because they kill the raid. We're pulling only the humanoids that are dropping the actual gear. Basic. I've been talking about this the whole time. What does pull an Oculus mean? There is an enemy called Oculus. If you pull it, it does a conal effect that kills everyone looking at it. Which is exactly what just happened, because somebody pulled it when you're not supposed to. And I don't know why they did this, because they've been told not to do that. But they were tab targeting and just pulled the damn thing. If we have that kind of a mistake again, I'm disbanding the party. I'm going to go run with other people, because you guys cannot do that again. That is insane shit. Legitimately. There's no reason for that. When I say the whole group is moving forward, that means you are not pulling shit from behind us. This is very, very basic. I'm not even being a dick about this. You just wiped everyone in the party and we lost tons of loot and stuff for everybody involved. It's not necessary.
And after examining the clip, you can see that from his POV, he's the one who damaged the packs behind the fight, causing the wipe.
I call bullshit. I cast Lightning Bolt before that Oculus appeared, and half the raid was in the back because they pulled the wrong pack. I'm not at fault there. I'm correct there for doing that. 100%. No. Absolutely not at fault there. When I cast the Lightning Ball, nothing else was there but the targets I was hitting, and the tank had pulled a completely incorrect pack from behind our raid, guys.
And I think this situation really showed Pirate's inability to accept fault. while at the same time blaming everyone under the sun. This clip has been reviewed by so many people, and everyone concludes that it was in fact Pirate who made the mistake. And once again, it's not the mistake that gets Pirate in hot water, it's his condescending and demeaning attitude.
That is not on me. No. Absolutely not. No, that's not at fault. This guy sounds like he takes criticism well. You sound like you want to talk to me about it in the unban request. You're just shit-stirring. I'm just going to get rid of you.
And over time, he basically became a meme.
But he is the last man there, kind of like a mage blinking out of the dungeon. He will survive, but the rest of his team, not there.
We could dig through his long post on X or one of 500 more clips that make him look like a total hypocrite, but we've spent too much time on this. So, to summarize, the man lost the plot. It's like he rolled plus 15 intel, but negative 15 wisdom. Pirate was kicked from OnlyFangs. But that was nothing. The guild would soon learn what actual chaos looked like. Sodapoppin hit level 60 again, and this time Tyler wasn't handing the guild back.
I'm not giving Sodapoppin back guild leader unless he beats me in a duel at level 60. If I win, by the way, I get the title of guild leader permanently, but Sodapoppin has to do all the work.
And the day of the duel would finally arrive.
All right, Zico, floor is ours. Duel flag has dropped. We have all been waiting for this moment for weeks and weeks. Delays upon delays.
Accept it when you're ready, pussy.
Duel has started. No charge coming through.
All right, we send it. We go.
Hamstring parried right away. Hamstrings both. Alcors, though, not hamstring. He might get the first intercept, and it lands. Tonka Tonk has to eat the 3-second stun.
Yo!
Hamstrings now on both sides. Mortal Strike, big crit from Alcors.
Oh my god.
Tonka Tonk on the back foot.
Oh my god, he gets disarmed, but the counter disarm does come out here from Tonka Tonk back onto Alcors. That intercept is paying dividends right now for Alcors as he comes back to full HP there. Early pots coming out, and Tonka Tonk trying to struggle here with the movement.
Uh-oh! What are you gonna do with that bleed, Tyler? 1-0, mother.
And Alcors takes round number 1.
Oh my gosh, that wasn't even close.
The tournament was set up best of 9, so it wasn't over for Tyler, but round after round, he kept falling to Soda. Now down 4-1, one more slip, and Tyler's reign was finished. Ms. Kiss IRL Guild Watch Party watched in real time as Soda stood one win away from reclaiming his crown.
Don't mount up!
Okay, I won't mount
Don't
up this
mount
time.
up!
All right.
Play for charge, bro. Come on.
I did, and I got charged.
No, you didn't. You sat there asking. You made me run distance. Play for charge. Come on. Let's see who wins.
Okay.
Let's see who clicks faster.
Duel number 6 is underway, guys. First to 5 wins in this best of 9. It's 4-1 here in Alcor's favor.
All right. I'm ready for the final duel. This is it right here. Are you are you getting triggered by guild chat? Are you upset?
Dude, they're just yapping. Like, you WoW players make me sick. I'm locked in, though. Locked in.
All right. Lock it in.
Oh, back up. Play for charge.
Okay.
Play for charge.
All right.
Let's see who can press 5 faster.
Okay, well, I pressed 1, but it's fine. You ready?
Don't walk up in a charge rate. Don't be a pussy. Come on. I'm calling you out. I'm muting.
Okay. If I get this charge, he's going to be so upset. Here we go.
Ooh, Tonka Tonk getting the charge this time, getting aggressive right away, straight into Zerker stance, and there's the Mortal Strike. Mortal Strike onto Alcors, it's coming back and forth. There's the disarm too, and Alcors needs to kite out this disarm. Tonka Tonk getting aggressive, and Alcors doing the best he can to get back in this.
Oh. Huge damage coming out, but he needs to apply the Mortal Strike. He does! Tonka looking for the win here. He gets disarmed, though. Alcors trying to kite it out here for the pop, but he's getting aggressive here as well.
It's not good.
Ooh,
instant disarm?
Before the charge connects. Alcors, though, manages to kite it out, manages to get the health pot there as well in response. Goes for a couple of bandage ticks as well, but Tonka is just going for raw damage here. And here comes the Tauren. Alcors almost in execute range. One more auto attack crit could be the deal here. Alcors dumping into battle stance, looking for the overpower, but Tonka is going to overpower Alcors. We are not gonna see a 5-1. Tonka is gonna bring it back to 4-2.
Kneel, boy.
I'm not gonna kneel to you.
Trust
Why
me.
don't you fucking kneel to my 4?
Trust me. Trust me. You can't out 5 charge me. You can't click enough. You're old, bro. No offense. I get 120.
What is your MS, Tyler?
It's not about. I click faster than you.
Tyler would go on to win the next 2 rounds, tying it up at 4-4.
Let's go! Let's go!
I this.
In the final match, the tiebreaker, they would fight unarmed.
We made it to the boxing round!
Zico, I was gonna ask you, what is the metagame in the Warrior v Warrior equalized gear fist only meta? And I'm starting to think nobody knows. This is uncharted territory. This has never really happened before.
And the final round would begin.
So let's see their strategy here. Demo shouts, lands for Alcor's first. Tonka Tonk still on the mount, deciding to just keep mount. There's the charge, and the first punch comes in there from Tonka. It hits hard. Not quite a crit, though. Thunderclaps from both ends. Once again, they can't actually use any abilities here. Blood Rage, you know, I wonder if Blood Rage is even worth using, because it's hurting both of them more than any of their other abilities. That's 10% of their life almost. Thunderclaps land at 77% here for Tonka, 73 for Alcor. This is neck and neck. Zerker stands to get more rage here. Tonka Tonk back to battle. I mean, this is going to be a close duel either way. It's 70% to 70%, Zico.
Yeah, this is going down in history right now. Alcors is actually a little bit lower than Tonka, but it looks like things that 5% HP from being a Tauren could be paying dividends in this matchup here. Tonka going for a couple of more swings here. Now the Thunderclap connects. Alcors looking for an intercept there potentially, but there is the first health pot being forced, and Tonka, he could actually win this if he just tries to get his HP a bit lower and then crits the health pot, because that is another big RNG factor here that could go in his favor, and we'll see. He hasn't decided to use it just yet. He's really banking on a potential crit here. If he gets it, it could be massive, Zar.
That's a good strategy to go for. Cross your fingers and hope for a health potion crit here for Tonka Tonk. There's a thunderclap that lands. Tonka Tonk down to 30% life, but still has that health potion. So it's, you know, we want to keep that in mind. There's big health potion does not crit, so kind of equalizes the health here. Alcor is doing his best to kite it out. The troll racial, a little bit of health regen, and there's a bandage just for 1 or 2 ticks. Really, really well played there for Alcor. Gets back to about 70% life, and now Alcor has about a 20% health advantage here. Thunderclap, 100% uptime. It looks like Tonka Tonk is forgetting to Demo Shout. Looks like Demo Shout is not on Alcor's this entire time. Alcor is keeping up the Demo Shout nearly full time. Boom, Demo Shout falls, it's right back up, and with these small gameplay differences, Alcor is slowly pulling ahead.
Yeah, but Tonka has a play he could make right now. The next time Alcor goes for a Demo Shout, he could actually fear him. And there it is. I think he did it. He's going to go for the bandage reset. No shot. Tonka is trying to bring it back. He could even get a charge at the back end of this. Alcor's going to look for it. Tonka's looking for it as well. No one's going to find it. Alcor's down to extremely low HP. Tonka with a massive play here, making it count. But Alcor, he's going to have that bandage coming off cooldown. Tonka needs to make sure that he is in Berserker stance so he doesn't get counterfeared here. A huge play. Alcor's dropping dangerously low. Tonka might be pulling off the upset of a century right now. The potential current and forever Warchief. There's the fear. Oh my god, he reads the play. Oh my god, the Berserker Rage. This could be it, Zaryu.
Oh, that was so well played from Tonka. He went to Zerker stance right before the fear, and Zerker raged it. Tonka outplaying Alcor's on every level right now. I don't think anyone expected this. Alcor's can't use another potion. There's no more bandages. He's on the last foot. He's trying to kite it out, but there's nothing he can really do. 10% life at this point. Tonka Tonk is going to get the victory. Alcor's pops the Zerker rage, but for what? There's no fear. There's no bandage. There's no potion. Alcor's at 6% life trying to fight in. Tonka Tonk min-maxing the DPS with the pummels. Alcor's at 1% life, and Tonka Tonka is the Warchief.
Why did they agree to a fist fight the last one?
Chat, maybe Chance threw to make a guild with like me?
Okay, probably would hire it.
GG, bud.
Tyler, good job.
Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro.
You got me with the fear.
Yep, into the bandage. First time
fear was a thing.
The first time I used it, that entire duel, the 10 matches, I saved it for the perfect moment. You couldn't.
I forgot.
Thank you guys.
I forgot you could do that. And Tyler, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, Sodapoppin.
Fair and square.
Thank you, bro. You know what? I understand that you try your best in these moments, and I know you're not perfect guild leader. And I know that you're not like even close to me, but you do try, bro, and that's all that counts.
Tyler would retain control of the guild, although this time leaning more on Soda's involvement.
Oh, hello?
Yo, what's up, bro? Got some drama here. I'm asking for my assistant Warchief advice. Do you mind coming in the channel?
I have no problem. I was on my way to join. I was listening.
All right, buck it up. These guys are dipshits.
Tyler's boy Yamato looted an item from the tribute chest against the rules, according to more than half the guild. His sentence? Death in the Girabashi arena, unless he could defeat Sardako in a duel.
It sounds like it's a deal. Sardako and Yamato, you have until Sunday to prepare for your best of 5. You have 30 seconds in between each duel. Anything goes best of 5. Oh, do we agree on that?
Anything goes best of 5.
Anything goes best of 5.
So I am going to see my mom this weekend. I was not prepared for this. I have to take her to church in the morning on Sunday, and I'm driving home 3 hours.
Tell us to watch and pray for you, boy.
I will.
Oh my God. Tyler wasn't secretive. He wasn't subtle. He knew Yamato screwed up, but he'd bend the rules into a pretzel to protect him.
Low key, I think you can get coached enough to win that enough times so you don't have to go to the arena. You're so stupid, though.
Sure.
Monday could be the last time we ever talk together. Did you even think about that, Yamato? When you were ego everywhere?
It is what it is, Tyler. I will not forget you. I'll remember you as a good friend. And I appreciate our times we had together.
Guys, I had to come in to say this, guys. I had to come in to say this.
And like a good lawyer, Tyler's legal team found a loophole, just in case Yamato ended up facing the arena.
Yamato, if you get into the arena, they overlooked one thing, and we're going to protect you, okay? They said you're not allowed to be in a group, so you're not allowed any heals. But a priest can mind control you and get you healed. So we will get enough healers to protect you in there.
You are going to win, by the way. You're going to win. God damn it, you're the second best behind me. You will win.
And predictably, Yamato lost 5-1 to Sardako. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that Soda had all sorts of punishments after losing his duel, one being dyeing his hair pink. So there's that. Yamato would be sentenced to the Girabashi arena.
I'm in!
Timer start.
A lot of people were not happy with how this played out. Yamato had so many people helping him, he was able to stay on a relatively safe lair that no one could get to.
50. Just I'll
Guys, they're trying to invite to the lair. They're trying to invite. Don't invite. If they're not
Yamato would leave the arena alive.
They actually, I think what happened with all of the chaos of me trying to get everyone on the right layer and then Tyler and all of them doing their completely own thing made everyone layer swap constantly. Everyone's layers were on CD. Everyone's layer swap. Everyone was scrambled. Not only were we as a guild completely scrambled and confused, but everyone that was trying to actually grief was as well. But he lives. That's his punishment. Yes, it is. It's done.
Anyway, it was time to raid Molten Core, and sort of like picking teams for dodgeball, the guild had to whittle down their list of players to only 40.
We are only able to take 40 of these people, and we can only take 10 sweats. So if they have a red check next to their name, we're only allowed to take 10 of them. That is it. And the other 30 must be non-sweats. Here is our raid setup. This is where we'll put people we decide to bring. And here's a viewership. Now, we're not just going to pick the highest.
Oh my God.
It's cringe. We will look at this, but we're not just going to take the highest view count and just, hey, we're done. We're ready. That's not it.
And 2 hours later, they were still working on the Molten Core draft, but they did eventually finish. They would attempt Molten Core on February 1st, losing several members, including Fandy.
Oh my God, Fandy's dead.
What killed me?
All right. My threat is horrible. My threat is horrible. My threat is horrible. It's all over on me.
Yo!
Gunner's dead!
It's on me. It's on me.
Oh no!
Annie, it's on Annie.
Annie's dead!
No! Watch your threat.
In the end, they emerged victorious. Ragnaros, the final boss of Molten Core, was dead. Tyler would lead his first ever raid that following week.
This room's actually really easy. Sort of way overcomplicated it last time. Okay, we're gonna just have a tank on each mark. Let's see, how many tanks we got? 4?
Lucifron's on the way.
Yeah, be careful.
Yes. Calm the down. Let me speak before you start panicking. I'm gonna pick up Skull. Ozzy, get X. Pika Square. Ompy, Moon. Jordy, Triangle. Slow, all die at the same time. We pull them together, stack them together. That's right. Stack these guys together and we all parse together. All right, we can parse. I don't know why I thought War Stomp would work. Keep parsing. Back it up, back it up, back it up.
They methodically pull each pack of mobs around Lucifron and eventually take the boss down as well.
Pull boss now. I'm gonna do it quick, guys. Ads first, ad first. I got boss. I'm mind controlled inside.
I got the boss,
I got boss. I am mind controlled and stuff. Get the ads first. Alright, not bad.
Yeah, man.
We made that exciting.
Yep, nice little adrenaline.
But now they would face Baron, the 5th boss in Molten Core, and a boss with a few mechanics that could potentially wipe the entire raid. Baron can put a bomb on any class that uses mana. If that person stands near other casters, they will surely kill anyone near them, practically wiping the raid. You can see someone blowing up with the bomb in the correct spot right here.
Now, it has a bomb. Okay, I don't have the weak aura, but you know what I do have? Eyes. And on the raid frames, it'll show who has the bomb.
Where do we run again?
If you have the bomb, you're running here. Look at me. If the bomb is on you, you're running here.
Okay, in the corner?
You have to come to the corner.
What if you don't?
You're killing everybody then. Everybody's dying.
Oh.
You'll solo kill everybody.
You're gonna get an LSF thread.
Next, Baron has a phase called Inferno, where he does massive AoE damage. The most sensible strategy is to pull the melee DPS out during this phase, but it can get complicated when the Inferno and Bomb are happening at the same time, and the longer you fight Baron, the harder he gets. Because Baron will drop Infernos and Bombs closer together over time. A reasonable strat is to try to take him down as fast as possible.
Alright, get him, get him, get him.
Go whenever.
Ooh!
Jesus.
I pulled.
Yeah, you pulled. Oh,
Good
let me
job,
get
Julie.
threat! Let me get threat! Let me get threat!
They start off decent, not perfect, but everything's fine.
Okay, watch for the bomb. Watch for the bomb. Somebody has a weak aura, surely.
Who has bomb?
Everybody out! Melee out! Melee out! Melee out! Melee out!
Tuka.
On Tuka.
Luca, get the to the side. Okay, boss is back.
We
We're
pull
going
the
back in.
boss
Big heals on me. Big heals on me. I'm pulling boss back. Big heals on me. Huge heals. Melee out.
Shit.
Oh, oops.
Everybody out, everybody out.
Everybody out, everybody out, everybody out, everybody back up. Okay, go back in. Go back in. Everybody back in. Everybody back in. I'm getting
Tyler makes a bit of a mistake here. He goes in a bit too early. He takes more damage than necessary. You can see Baron is pulsing away still, and the healers were not quite ready.
Big heals. Big heals on me. Big heals on me. I'm death wishing.
Tyler calls out that he's death wishing, an ability that allows him to do 20% more damage, but he takes more damage too. The other warriors and WoW sweats know what this means, but many casters probably don't.
Big heals on me.
Holy shit.
What the Big heals on me. Big heals on me. You can't.
This is a really crucial moment. Baron is almost dead, but so is Tyler. Inferno is pulsing, and Tyler does not call for anyone to run out, but they do anyway.
Listen! Finish it! Don't run! Finish! Finish! Don't run! Finish!
Not only do people run out rather than finish the boss, someone stands right in the corridor with the bomb on them.
No!
By now, it's been well established that if everyone had stayed, everyone would have lived. Conversely, if everyone had ran, they also would have lived. But what didn't work is having more than half of the DPS run out of the dungeon. Tyler 1 crashes out, going through every single VOD.
Finish! Dude, they all ran though! But what is the point if I'm raid leading and you're not even listening? I was crystal clear, screaming. Dude, like half the tanks are out, bro. So we have Derek, Maui out. This is double execute. Pika out. That's another execute. Rogues, double rogues. 2 rogues right here. They could have parsed it out. You deserve the knife. Again, and guys, I could have done whatever better. I understand that. The call was to stay and fight. Every single person left. It is what it is.
At first, Tyler doesn't get too worked up.
Don't run, finish! Finish, don't run! Oh shit! I'll be Giga Chad! Charges the finish!
Are we staying?
But after watching VOD after VOD of people roaching out, he starts to mauled.
Armando, you griefed me! We died, and I was like, ah, my bad. It is what it is. I died. Shouldn't have done that, blah, 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 blah. And I actually watched, probably out of the 39 different people's perspectives, I watch probably like 30 people's perspectives. Remember, I said this before. I said these WoW players are pussies, right? And they all cried to me. Remember? When I called during the Yamato thing, I said, you guys are all pussies. You weren't jumping in anyway. And they were like, well, don't call us pussies, bro. No, you don't know. What did you layer? Like, they are absolutely pussies. I told myself I wasn't going to crash out. I'm about to crash out. Like, I made a whole notepad of exact timestamps of what I've done. I'm better than that. It was some of the most degenerate shit I've ever seen in my life. Me raid leading, that is the point of a new player even raid leading, to cause bad situations, right? And if you just see a bad situation and you're like, that, I'm not following, it's a bad call, what is the point of even having new people raid lead if you're just going to say them? Nobody wants to sit there and watch you disgusting sweats min-max Molten Core for 20 years straight. That's why nobody watches in the first place until OnlyFangs. So if you're just going to roach out when something goes wrong and blame a bad call from a person who's never raid led in the first place, why are we even here, right? I'm just going to say it, Yamato. I don't give a shit. I'm crashing out. Bro, you're a pussy. Everything I've done for you, bro, and to watch your VOD and what you did, you. To see me begging for people to stop running and to come back, and you are 100% HP, what are we doing? Oh, I'm full crashing out. Pull up the list. I'm full crashing out. I don't give a shit. They're all ass. I don't care anymore. I'm sending it.
Tyler would do another VOD review, this time completely affirming his stance that he would not be re-rolling. And can you blame him? And the guild would move on to the next dungeon, Blackwing Lair. As the guild prepped for its release, Soda would announce that he would be taking a bit of a back seat moving forward.
I only log in for raid anymore. I'm really just a raid logger. I don't care if I'm guild leader. All I'm doing is setting up drafts and then showing up for raid. I'm not really doing anything anymore. So I don't want y'all to have these expectations. That's all I'm going to be doing. If someone else wants to step in as guild leader that everyone wants to vote for, I'll happily pass it over, but I don't plan on doing any events. I don't plan on doing anything other than really raid logging, because that's all I have interest in doing, which I'm happy to do. But if any events or anything like that, it's not going to come from me.
But the final nail in the coffin would come out of left field.
Keep playing. I DC'd as well. Okay.
Press escape.
I just DC'd.
I'm coming in.
I did too.
Okay.
Resist taunt.
The guild would suffer DDoS attacks during their BWL raid.
I'm already being told that a rollback is not going to happen. So everyone who did die is fucking dead. And there's no reverting that. They're dead. So that's kind of a pretty damning blow.
Following this disaster, Sodapoppin announces in the OnlyFangs Discord that the guild's hardcore project is over.
The anxiety that every single raid is now, at risk of just getting DDoS. I don't want to waste people's time to get world buffs, to prepare for these raids, get consumes, do all of this, only with the high risk of a DDoS. I didn't foresee that this would even be possible. This might be the end. I'll ask around, I'll see if things can get fixed, but if this is just how it is, then yeah, that's the end. Because I'm not gonna have people prepare and get ready just to die to a DC when it's just inevitably gonna happen again.
In a somewhat controversial and surprising move, Blizzard resurrects the OnlyFangs members who died during the BWL raid. Even still, the guild was slowly coming to a halt.
I feel a lot of people expect me to be like throwing glitter in the air and blowing up balloons, and it's like it's my birthday or something. That's not how I feel. It's not how I feel. It's one of those things of, if we raid again, even though, yes, if we get DDoSed, Blizzard will res us probably the following week, right? It's not like raid wasn't fucked over.
OnlyFangs would eventually take down Nefarian, but the writing was on the wall.
Nice job. So this is the end for me. I am going to be stepping down. I've already given guild lead to Ampy. Pirate with probably the best meme. But Tyler, content-wise, carried the guild. It was hilarious, it was fun, and he did not ask for it. I just forced it on him, and he did a great job. So, massive shout out to Tyler for, dealing with all of that out of nowhere and playing the game for 4 months when he thought it would be, 3 weeks or whatever. Season 3, if we ever do this again, it will be if there's ever another new server, hopefully to God it's not progressive this time, and we can just fucking chain do all of the raids. Would be awesome. If not that, if hardcore TBC releases, would be amazing. It probably won't, but if it did, we'll fucking give it a whirl. Ampy, the floor is yours. Everyone, thank you very much. I am stepping down. It has been a blast. Fucking G's, everyone.
Thank you, Soda.
Screw these.
And just like that, it was over. But what about OnlyFangs 3? Why not actually do a hardcore run? Guild self-found. And I know what you're thinking. They did this last time, but not really. I have a hard time believing that Sequisha was the only one who turned off his add-on to use the auction house. And besides, don't other guilds want this as well? Why not force their hand to actually implement this into the code, into the game? Guild self-found. No auction house, no trading outside guild. Okay. To alleviate the difficulty, number 2, Sherpas. The little Himalayan men who help people climb Mount Everest over and over and over again. Streamers should have Sherpas assigned to them. These Sherpas are in the guild. They're not invited to raids. I imagine the Sherpas will be from the communities of the streamers. They can apply and be hired and fired at the discretion of the streamer. They're in the guild. They can trade items, so they can help the streamer level. They can mob tag. The Sherpas will help resolve some of these difficulties, right? They can farm rare mats. They can, trade greens and things that they find and hold on to them. When somebody dies, they can help them get back up to level. This will be huge. And I imagine there could even be a rank structure. A Sherpa at level 60 could become a squire, essentially replacing the streamer upon their death, or if they just stop playing the game. This is of course at the discretion of the guild master. And you could have as many Sherpas as you guys deem fit assigned to the streamer. I imagine some will need more than others. And I think implementing self-regulating systems is the way to move forward, especially when you get to this point where you have like 600 people in the guild. It just becomes messy and disorganized. This system just makes sense to me. And my third idea is pairing non-sweats and sweats together. The idea here is when a non-sweat, a streamer who maybe hasn't even played WoW before, has only played it once, dies, so does the sweat that they're assigned to. One can't go into raid without the other. And so this naturally balances the guild to create more entertainment and create more of a challenge. The sweat doesn't move forward if their non-sweat counterpart doesn't as well. Now, maybe there's a squire that could replace them, but that's not until level 60. And so there's a huge incentive, a self-regulating system that the sweat wants the non-sweat to do well. Or maybe they're not even convinced that this person's gonna play for more than a couple weeks, so it just kind of naturally fizzles out. Now, if the sweat goes and farms off stream and dies, no, the non-sweat doesn't die. So only if the non-sweat dies does the sweat have to reset along with them. After a death, releveling as a non-sweat streamer who's maybe only played WoW once has to just be so demoralizing. So having Sherpas, having a sweat to relevel with you, or who's responsible for your death in a lot of ways, I think is a really self-regulating balancing system. It's really gonna make that early game a lot more entertaining to watch. I can just imagine all the drama that's gonna play out here. And finally, bring back Tyler 1. Unironically, Tyler 1 and Soda working together was peak cinema. Now, I don't know if OnlyFangs 3, whether Tyler 1 will do his own guild on Horde or something, and Soda will do something on Alliance, whatever. I think that also could potentially allow the sweats to create a character on each faction so that they can play a lot more than the non-sweats because they're gonna know life the game. And just by the way, nothing stops the sweats from playing when the non-sweat is not playing, but there's a couple problems with that as well. This video is long enough. I feel like I could do a whole video talking about each of these points, but I'm excited for OnlyFangs 3, and I will see you guys in the next video.